Hi there, Dawn McVeigh here with Make It Monday. I've got a fun project to show you today using Scor-Tape to apply glitter to a card front. So I'm starting out with a standard A2 size card base that I have cut and scored from Lavender Moon cardstock. And next I'm going to take a roll of 1/4 inch Scor-Tape, and I'm simply going to adhere the strip across the bottom portion of the card. Before I cut it off, I'm going to adhere it to the card front, and then I'll just snip it off on both sides. The reason I leave it on the spool to adhere it to the card front is to eliminate waste, because now, as you can see, I've just got that little snippet to throw away after I cut it off the front of the card. Next, I'm going to take a strip of Raspberry Fizz cardstock that was die cut with a double-ended banner die, and I'm also going to do the same thing, adhering a strip of the 1/4 inch Scor-Tape right to the front of the banner. I'm going to tear it off on one end, and then I'm going to take my little paper snips and just snip the end of that Scor-Tape off on one side. Now I'm going to run a little adhesive on the back side of the banner so that I can go ahead and stick the banner directly to the card front. You want to make sure you get it nice and straight before you really mash it down. And then I'm going to flip the card over and trim off the excess on the left side of the card. That's just going to go in the wastebasket. Now I can peel the paper backing off both strips of the Scor-Tape adhesive, and I'm ready to sprinkle on some glitter. This is Paper Tray's Prisma glitter. I'm just going to dump it onto the card front, but I've got a piece of scrap cardstock here to collect all the excess glitter so that I can later pour that right back into the jar. You want to give the card front a few flicks with your finger just to really shake off any excess glitter so it doesn't end up all over your workspace. Now I've got a piece of Stamper Select white cardstock that was die cut with the Matte Stack 3 die, and I'm using the Matte Stack 3 collection stamp set. I've got one of the coordinating label images. I've chosen the Damask image for today's project. I'm going to ink that up with Raspberry Fizz cardstock, or Raspberry Fizz ink, I'm sorry, and stamp that right onto the white cardstock. Next, I've got a sentiment from the same stamp set. It says "Belated Birthday Wishes," and I'm going to ink that up with dark chocolate ink, I'm sorry, and stamp that right in the little sentiment space on my die cut. I've got a strip of foam adhesive, so I'm just going to put a few little pieces of dimensional foam adhesive on the back to pop that up off the card front just a bit. After I peel off the paper backing on the adhesive, that die cut I've just stamped is ready to stick right on the front of the card. Now I've got a piece of Raspberry Fizz cardstock that was die cut with one of the 1 3/4 inch Limitless Layers dies. And I've also got a 1 3/4 inch circle punch that I've punched out a bit of dark chocolate cardstock. And I'm going to stick that circle right onto the Raspberry Fizz scalloped circle. And now I'm going to add a bit more foam adhesive to the back of this little guy. Now that's going to get stuck right at the top of my Matte Stack 3 die cut. Now I've die cut a bit of Happy Spots patterned paper in the Lavender Moon and Dark Chocolate color combo. Die cut that with the butterfly die from the Love Lives Here collection. Now I'm adding a couple of tiny little pieces of the 1/4 inch Scor-Tape just to the very center portion of the butterfly around the little heart that's cut out of the center of the butterfly. I put it just in the center so that I can stick it down to the card front, but then pull those wings back up just a bit. For finishing touch, I've got a Lavender Moon button that I'm going to thread with a bit of Rustic Cream button twine. Just going to make a little X with the twine. And one more little bit of Scor-Tape will secure both the button twine to the back of the button, and it'll also then adhere the button directly to my little focal point. And there you have it, a simple little belated birthday card with a couple of glittery strips. It's a really fun, easy technique that I really hope you'll give a try. If you do decide to make a card, be sure and share the link to your project with us. We'd love to see it. That's it for me. This is Dawn McVeigh with Make It Monday. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.